Hey YouTube. So today what I am going to talk about is my two oldest, say, vintage knives. I believe one was made in the 70s and one was made in the 80s. And I got these knives when I was a kid. And the first one I'm going to show you is pretty special to me, and it's probably one of my most favorite knives. Not because it's expensive or anything like that, it's the simplicity of it and the practicality of it, and it's just a knife that has held up through the years. And it's gonna stay in a pretty good condition for a long time. It's held up probably 30 years. This knife was first produced in 1982 by the Schrade Company, and it is the Uncle Henry LB1. Now you might laugh when you see this, but it is one of my favorite knives, and like I said, one of probably the best quality made knives, and everybody has seen one, but it's kind of unique to see them this small. So this is it. This is the Uncle Henry LB1, and it was made by the Schrade Company, or Schrade Company, in 1982 to 1996. Now, I got this knife probably, I think, around 1986. I remember the Challenger blowing up when I picked this up, and I believe my grandfather gave it to me, he's passed away. He passed away in 2012, so it's very sentimental to me. And I cleaned it up and I polished it up just to show it, and you can see it's pretty beat up. It's got a lot of dings and scratches and bangs in it, but you know something? The thing is solid. And this is last of the American made, like the Harley, you know? Last of the American made Schrade LB1 Uncle Henry lock back folding knife. And this knife, you can get them on Amazon and stuff like that for around 13 bucks, but they're all made in China now. To get one like this, made in the USA, it's a pretty rare knife. Mine, the little lanyard clip there has fallen off a long time ago, but you can see for its age, like I said, this I probably got this in 1986, so it held up really well. It's solid. Look at this. No looseness. It's still, you know, it's still hard to push the lock down, and it's one of my favorite knives. It never leaves the house. I hardly ever. I think I've taken it out of the house maybe twice. But I just keep it locked away. And like I said, because my grandfather gave it to me a long time ago, he used to carry a pocket knife, and he always referred to it as his pig sticker. So this is my little pig sticker that I keep, and like I said, this has to be one of my. It is my favorite knife, believe it or not. I mean, tiny knife, and just awesome. You know, let me get you the specs. This is 2 3/8 of an inch closed length, and it weighs 8 ounces. My Boker plus Karambit. This weighs more than that, because you know, it's brass, it's stainless, and it's amazing. The wood grain handles, The blade length is 1 3/8 of an inch, and it's stainless steel. Like I said, it's got nickel silver bolsters, solid brass linings. It's just an all-around great knife. And back in the day, they cost about $20. You can find these on Etsy right now for probably around 15, 13 bucks. But if you're gonna buy one, make sure you get the American-made ones, because they are rare. Schrade stopped producing these in '96, and Schrade went to China. So, like I said before, just an awesome rare knife that I really cherish. So let me put that one aside and show you my next one, which is another pretty oldie but goodie, and it's another knife that never leaves my house. And this one is a Colonial Providence Barlow 2-blade folding knife. Now, you guys are gonna say what? Some people are gonna say what? But people who know knives know that these are special knives also. Also American made, and you can look at the patina on this thing. I don't know how old it is. I'm guessing it was made in the 70s. But Barlow knives have been produced in the United States. Some people say since the 1800s. The first Barlow pocket knife was made in the 1600s in England somewhere. I'm not going to get into the history on that, but this is my Barlow, and I'll tell you a little bit more about them. This is a vintage Barlow. Now, that means the style of knife. That means it has 2 blades, big metal bolster, usually bone handles, but the teardrop shape, and the blades are fastened at this end. That's what a Barlow is. And I'll show you the 2 blades. Is the first one, and you can see the patina from the age of this thing. And let me just show you that it is a real American-made Colonial Providence Barlow collector's item, and that's why I had to show it. So let me take out the other blade and show you the small blade. And these are classic knives. I mean, everybody's seen knives like these, especially the Uncle Henry. The Uncle Henry comes in several different sizes. I think 5-inch, 7-inch, and they're not made in America anymore, though. That's the thing. Not by Schrade, anyways. So, these, I mean, George Washington was known to have a Barlow. Mark Twain wrote about these knives in Huckleberry Finn. If you look up the history on these, you'll see. Tom Sawyer talks about it. In his books. It's just an all around great American knife. And this knife, I don't even remember where I got it or how I got it. I'm too young. I was too young. I know this one I got in like around '86, and that's when the Challenger blew up. I think I was in 3rd grade when I got this knife. So like I said before, but this knife, you believe it or not, this knife right now, there's one on Etsy right now. I believe it's $75 the guy wants for it. $75 for this. You know, to me, I won't be getting rid of this anytime soon. It just means too much. I don't even like touching it with my hands because I don't want to mess up the metal on it anymore, or the patina on it, or give it more patina from touching it. So I just would just wanted to so just let me talk about the Barlow a little more. John Russell, they think was the first American to manufacture Barlow knives in the U.S. And he was right here in Greenfield, Massachusetts. That's why I'm right here in Greenfield, Massachusetts, in the factory in 1875. My bad, 1875. And they were called the Russell Barlow knife, and instead of the Barlow mark, it was stamped with an R. So that's how you know you got a really old one. Is this Boastal will have an R on it. It'll look just like this, but it'll have an R on it. These also come in Master Barlow, which I believe is a much larger knife. I believe it's 7-inch or 5-inch blade. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up. But this knife now, in modern times, is made by Case, Bear & Son, Boker, Robeson, Rough Rider. But Russell Barlow stopped making these in 2009, so they are no longer available. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from this video, and I hope you enjoy seeing my my vintage knives. If you found this video helpful, if you enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you'd like more information on knives, you can find my community on Google+. It's called EDC Knives, and I release videos and a little bit more information on knives that I buy and come across, and you can also share information on it also. And I just want to say thanks again for anybody that's watching and enjoying the videos. Subscribe if you haven't, if you like my videos, and never forget the most important thing, that is, if you keep your standards really low, you'll never be disappointed. Okay? Have a good one, YouTube. Peace.